So after the modifications I've made here, now this screen is perfectly centered in the dash. I had known this from previous posts that I've seen on forums that the join DIN bracket actually has two settings for how far you want to sink in the head unit. And I had always planned to extend it as much as possible, but I guess while I was installing it, I had made it use the setting that makes it sit as flush and inside that bracket as possible. But I pulled it out and I took it to the setting where the bracket, the inner casing that holds the screen brackets, is now pushed out as far as possible. This has allowed all four of the screen clips on the back to engage. So this is perfectly sturdy. It's as sturdy as they've designed it, as sturdy as it gets. I also raised the screen so that I use the lowermost mounting holes on the back of the screen. This has allowed me to be able to see my climate controls. Previously, with the setting that I had it before, if the climate controls were on, I couldn't see this LCD screen here. So I had to duck my head down to try to get a look at the settings. But having raised it here, now I don't have to duck my head down to take a look at that LCD screen. Also, you can see from the top here, it's not really blocking any of the HVAC slats. I'm still able to actuate this as much as I need. Only the lowest slat there is slightly blocked, but honestly, I don't use this setting for heat in the winter time, and I do use it for AC, so it's perfectly fine to blow cold air on the back of this. I really don't foresee any problems. Again, I think this is the best head unit that you can get based on all the criteria that I had anyways for where it sits in the dash, not having to relocate climate controls and have that ugly piece sitting out at the bottom here, and having to modify your climate controls, getting this as high as possible without cutting into the dash. So again, I can't say enough good things about this head unit. I still need to go run through it. I've had some minor issues. YouTube, for example, wasn't playing the videos for some reason. Some settings I need to play with in terms of sound, and switching between reverse sound and when calls come in, and the default sound when the unit starts up. So there's some things I need to fine tune in terms of the software and playing around with it. But again, at the end of the day, great unit, hands down, cannot complain. I've been playing with the equalizer setting to try to get more out of the stock hi-fi system that I have on my car, and it's really been excellent. I can't really complain. So that's my review, finally getting everything mounted exactly the way that I wanted it. And if you do have any questions related to that, please let me know. I'm going to leave there's videos there, and I'll leave some links in terms of the pieces that I use to modify the brackets, the screws, and the washers and such to get everything spaced correctly. And I hope you take advantage and install one of these. You won't be disappointed.